Good evening. I don't know where you are, but good wherever you are. This is the Night Shadow, and welcome to the Duel. So today we have Duel number 6, Fallen Kingdom versus Deep Dwarves. I'm going to elect to go first. And the first thing I want to do is actually protect my skeletal archers. This build needs them to survive. Alright. So one of the ones I see here. Okay. So while he's taking his turn, let me go over a few of the things I wanted to talk about. The Fallen Kingdom are an interesting bunch, regarded by quite a few people as one of the worst decks, or at least one of the worst factions, rather, in the Summoner Wars universe. And it's kind of funny because they're the bad guys, supposedly, anyways. I used to make the joke that because they're the bad guys, they usually have a bigger deck size than everybody else, and that's what makes them the bad guys. But, you know, playing length of equal field, they don't do so well. Well, it turns out, not exactly. Yeah, they have a couple of nuances about them that make them, shall we say, different. Okay, so as you see, I'm using one of the units I hate the most, the Reaver. Which should come as no surprise, really. I'm known for doing really ridiculous and weird stuff, but this probably takes the cake on a lot of them. Alright, let's get this party started. Does he dare use Miner? Now here's the thing, I'm not going to be using Force Summon this game. The deck build is specifically revolved around... The deck is specifically revolved around not using Force Summon. So, the Fallen Kingdom have quite a bit of nuances about them. A couple of things that really portray their lack of strength is the fact that, well, what's their 3-life unit? A Reaper. And whenever that unit attacks and destroys a unit, you don't get it as magic. Instead, you get it as a card underneath him, and it powers up his attack value. Which would be great and all, but you can't heal commons in the Fallen Kingdom deck. So that makes for an interesting and, shall we say, problematic deck, because you have this two cost quote-unquote champion that are affected by common stuff like taunt and ensnare, and if you destroy the guy, sure, you get all the magic, but it's just really a roundabout and takes over a couple of turns. So the Reaper is definitely one of their weaker units. And now, what about their attack value? You look at their Skeletal Archer 1 range, Zombie Warrior 1 melee, Reaper 1 melee, Reaver 1 melee, Phantom 1 melee, and Cultist 2 melee. That's a low bunch of attack value. Compare that to something like, say, Vanguards, who also have one ranged, 1 melee, 1 melee, and 2 melee. Thing is with the Vanguards is that they... Oh, going for the Elite Ball takeout. Whoops. Should have seen that coming, but hey, I didn't. For whatever reason, I'll stop it here. Yep. Yay, good. Oh, that's interesting. I like this draw. Another reason why the Fallen Kingdom are considered one of the worst decks is because their common units don't compare to other common units, and their champions, while good, are not enough to overturn the advantage. One of the biggest reasons for that would be, I would say, shall we call it the problem? The problem being that there's just too much power focused on the champions and not enough power focused on the commons. So how does one alleviate this? Well, there are a couple solutions. And this is one of the solutions that I've chosen. It has to do with your deck build. Deck build really changes how you do things like this. So he can't summon right now, and if I take out his 2 minors, he can't attack except with Tundle. Okay. But Tundle plus Scholars still kill an Elite Ball. He can still use Gem Magic. Most he can do is... pick a Reaper for this. The starting Reaper is good for blocking, especially early game. Okay. And lastly, I would say that the other problem Retellus has is his Raise the Dead. Raise the Dead takes an attack, and that's what makes it just really dangerous to even attempt to do anything offensively. Sorry for the little freeze in there, I had a little frame skip. But the main thing that you have to do with Retellus is take advantage of any opportunities that you can. Watch how and when units are used and placed and all that. Watch out for what your opponent can do. And sometimes the best strategy is just to outflank or outdamage or just basically be wary and watchful. Okay, so I'm not using Force Summon like I mentioned in this deck, and I look like I drew both of them, which is nice, because I get to just dump them right off the bat. Okay. So here we're going to see something that I don't see very often used. I'm going to put the Reaper down first, so the cultist is on top. Moving. Allied ball on miner. And dump the hand. So this is the strategy I've decided to use is, here's my deck build anyways. The 3 champions are Etch, Ellet Ball, Rygos. The commons are 10 Cultist, 4 Reaver, 2 Skeletal Archer, 1 Zombie Warrior, 1 Reaper. Did I say Reaper twice? I meant 4 Reaver if I didn't say that properly. And this is what I want to call as one of the 4 Fallen Kingdom archetypes. For those that have seen my unfinished competitive faction breakdown, I do apologize. I am now working on it because the Sand Goblins page is finished. And it should be out shortly. But the main thing to point out with this... Ooh, no magic. That's an interesting thing. Are you just wall crowding, or what are you doing? Anyways, there are 4 major archetypes in the Fallen Kingdom. At least 4 decks that I've seen do really well. One of them I call Control. Control is an archetype that basically says, I will take a section of the board and I will protect it. I'm going to protect that side of the board, and whether it's the left side or the right side, I'm going to protect that side. Once that's all said and done, all that needs to be done essentially is push on that side. You lose the other side. You basically give up units for sacrifice on that end. Vertalis is used a lot more offensively in that one, and you raise the dead quite a bit. The next one is what I call the aggressive. You summon 3 champions right off the bat, and you use Vertalis at the very back, just force summoning and dark sacrificing his way to victory. This was the very first style that it was used, and it may not have much credence now. However, it is a really strong style, because you can get Ellet Ball like I showed here on turn 1. And something like that really, really hurts. Oh, and speaking of which, speaking of hurting, Gem Mages are completely weak to cultists. So I'm angling my units in a way. See, he could have actually had a couple of free shots on Vertalis, preventing me from using Force Summon. But not many people use Miner, so they're not 100% capable of remembering the nuances regarding Tunnel and stuff like that. It's kind of a tricky thing. Anyways, let me just take this turn here. Okay, it's time to start putting on the, shall we say, pressure. I have it set up at the moment where Any combination of Lun and Kinder, even with Summoning Surge. Summoning Surge, I triggered it. I don't know what the screen is doing here. Yeah, this is weird. Okay. Let me just think here. There's two, so I've covered aggressive, I've covered control. Okay, then there's this third kind, the one that I like using, and I'm not using against the Deep Dwarves. It's actually my preferred deck style with the Fallen Kingdom, and the preferred deck style I use is something I like to call Horde. You bring Red Talus up to the front, and you basically go all out. Legions of the Dead. Legions of the Dead, Forced Summon. You use every single event at your command. It is a super risky style that rewards bad playing by your opponent. You mess up once, and it is rather dangerous. It's something that I like. That style of play is one of my favorites. Right now, I'm actually wary. I'm wary for Lun. Oh, here comes another champion. Rygos. Perfect. Perfect. What I wanted to see. So I have a couple of ways to go about this, but for now, what I think I'm going to do is a sort of defense maneuver like this. Okay. So the Horde style is the third, and the final one, which I'm using right now, is essentially what I like to call defense. You hang back and you pick your matches carefully. You need your extra wall really simply early, and I luckily got it. All right. Okay, he's open to Summoning Surge, and this could hurt. I want to see what he does first, though. And in the defense style, you are aiming for a magic number. Because in the defense style, you aim to raise the dead every single one of your comments. Oh, there's Lun. Okay, Reaper's going to be dead. He dropped Kinder! Yes! I'm actually really happy about that. I am glad. Yes, I am so happy to see that. Yep. Though he had another. I don't know. I don't like the way he moved that, but it is him, and he knows what he's doing. He is a playtester for a reason. Well, Crossbowman has 2 attack. I can only hope he misses both, but no, he's gonna get 2 magic from that. Yep. And following the first in, first out rule, you put the Reaper in the magic pile, and then your choice of any of the cards underneath. Yay! Rygos isn't punished. Okay. Now's the time for kind of a counter-attack. I need to be careful on how I use things here, and oh goodness, that helps so much. That helps so much. Okay. Alright. So the magic number is 28 for your for each of the commons that you want to raise. So let's say, I don't know, you give allowance so that even if you can't play Legions of the Dead, you still are able to raise the dead. So 28 plus the initial 4 if you get Elid Ball that out early, so 36, plus however much your champion magic is. That's how much magic you want to have total. So something like, I don't know, say Etch, Elid Ball, and Rygos, that's a total cost of, well, Elid Ball counts as 1 in this case. Rygos is 7, 8. Plus 4 for Etch is 12. And then the 28 here, plus 8, so that I have an optimal magic count of 48. That's what I'm aiming for. Now, notice my deck size compared to my opponents. I'm really rushing through the deck because I want to get to the late game. The late game really, really helps me. The first thing I want to do here is if I move Elid Ball 1 right. Okay, I guess I have to summon another common. Is that right? Well, I guess I don't have a choice here. What I'm going to do is essentially I'm going to try and see if I can, shall we say, barrel through. But I need Rygos. Well, first off, I think it's just going to matter of taking out. If only this was simpler. Elid Ball will die to Lun if I don't. Well, let's try this. Moving. I gotta take out Lun now. Cultist on Lun. Nope. Not good. Okay. I have a couple ideas of what to do right now. Though I need my dark... I'm going to be using my Dark Sacrifice next turn. I know I will. He had Battle Mages too. What are you planning? Okay, let me just think here. I'm still good. Okay. No! Oh, goodness gracious. This is the unit I did not want to see. I'm just glad he didn't get it out early. But this is not the unit I want to see. Oh? Oh. Interesting. It's aiming to take out Elid Ball. Okay. Knowing my hand next turn, I'm probably going to let him. He has 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Gren, you are one crazy beast. Even if I did... Okay. Gren's major thing is that you destroy him, he counts for his own ability. So you get to put him in his magic pile. You always... Okay. He went 5 for 5 and killed Ellet Ball. Well, that's a setback. Death Curse. At least he got a magic out of that. But yeah, this is not good. I don't like that. Of course. Greater Race. So, Cultist, Cultist, and Cultist. Cultist on Gren. Clean shot. And now I'm about to draw Etch. Well, this is where it comes for the late game push. The Cultists are needed because they're anti-Gem Mage tech. But they're also needed because Death Curse is awesome in late game. Especially because the Deep Dwarves don't have a way to heal. If I was facing the Vanguards, I actually wouldn't consider putting Cultists in. I put more Reavers and more Zombie Warriors and... But, oh, Crossbowmen. How you like to hate me. Okay. Interesting. At least it wasn't a Gem Mage. Battle Mage. Interesting. Oh, no. Oh, that's gonna suck. Gren now gets to sit back behind his wall. If he moves Tundle down 1 right, Gren down one right, Battle Mage over. Yeah, this is gonna suck. Okay. Ooh. He missed. Okay. Oh, wow. Well, I guess we're even now. Ball. Okay, so now I draw Etch. What do I want to do with this? I was expecting to take damage, but I didn't, so... Now what? Well, Cultist is alive, so... Oh. Oh. Rygo's on crossbowman. That goes to your magic pile. Cultist on battle mage. That goes to your magic pile, annoyingly. Clean shot. And I'm going to draw the final card in my deck. Okay, which is, by the way, my final Dark Sacrifice, which is perfect. This is the first time that I'm going to be using all 3 Dark Sacrifice in a proper match. Gem Mage. Gem Mage. Oh, how I don't like you. Wait, the Father Gem. He's gonna try and inflict as much damage on Rygos as possible. Interesting. Alright. So, you heard me a little while ago just, like, exclaim in victory regarding, like, oh, he didn't use Kinder, he didn't use Kinder. The reason is because I was not happy to see Kinder. Kinder is such a... Magic Stasis. Interesting. Alright, he's gonna try and stop me from doing any sort of counterattack. I'm gonna like this. A lot. Oh, and he's putting Gran up there. So that means he doesn't plan on bringing the Gem Mages back? Or he's just going to teleport the one to the back and one here. Either way, it's going to be annoying. Good. He's not dying this turn. Yay. 50% is actually all I could hope for. Especially because he's going to kill this cultist. So anyways, the reason why I was so happy with, Lund being gone. What are you doing? Are you preventing me? Alright. Magic Drain, which I do not mind a one bit. No magic to speak of, and now you've got problems, because I'm going to retreat. Yeah, still another magic stasis. Gonna be interesting to see what he does. Gran is actually kind of interesting. You want to use him as much as possible, but you have to keep in mind that if you're using Gran, you want to keep your common units and cost low. But you also need really good attackers. Yes, I am so happy to see that. I like that development. I like that development. That is very nice. Because now I get to use Etch offensively, and he can't do a thing about it. So he's going to try and meditate. I'm going to out-meditate him, because I'm going to use Rune Master on his walls. Alright, Legions of the Dead time. Greater Raise. No magic in the pile, and I'm going to be summoning cultists up the wazoo. And because Etch is there, I get to start doing fun stuff. Bad move. I love that wall placement. That is so nice. Yes! Now I have an enclosed space. Gem Mage goes up to attack and whatever. I have Rygos there. And I can just retreat Etch if I need to. Are you still aiming to take out my wall? Oh. Why Rygos? Does he not view Edge as a threat? Okay. He has something in his hand. He's planning something. He dropped Kinder. So I don't have to worry about Kinder Surprise. Wow. Good hit. Gem Mage will... Okay. So now this is my turn to counterattack. Is that it? Okay, so for now, what I'm going to do is just I'm going to stick to the plan. Okay. So now what I have to be wary of is basically him summoning. The most he can do to Etch is 3 in this turn. So he is safe for this turn, and then I get to basically decide where I want to use Dark Sacrifice. Because every 2 turns, I'm going to be able to use... to summon another cultist. Now Summoning Surge really helps him. Brings him up to 4 magic, but that leaves him with 3 cards in hand. What else does he have? He didn't have Magic Torrent. He has still a Magic Stasis somewhere. Did he dump it? No, he has it in hand. He's waiting for the opportunity for me to... Okay, I see. Grin and Tundle, meditate, and... Okay. That's... I think I should be fine here now. Okay. So, I mentioned before that I ran 10 cultists and 4 reavers. Why reavers? You know, wouldn't something like zombie warriors be much more effective? Well, here's the answer. No. As much as I'm loath to say that, no, it won't help. Okay, this is going to be very interesting now. Because all he can do is hit and runs. So I played another card, and is this more hit and running, or is he going to attack his own unit? Meditating or not? If he's meditating, he is sacrificing it. That is interesting. This endgame thing is actually going to be very, very interesting. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, you're going to sacrifice it. You don't have another event to play in hand, no stasis. Interesting. Did you dump it already? Is at the very bottom of your magic pile? Crossbow and Rygos. One hit. Rygos I absolutely need because his offensive tools are all 1 life. And, well, when you have a clean shot, you'll take it. Oh, Battle Mage, hi. And he can pay 1 magic too. Ooh, I see what's going on here. So he has 1 more unit in hand, and then he's stuck with whatever he's got. I just need to outlast him, huh? Okay. Now time to start building that magic advantage. What the? What are you doing? Rygos doesn't die this turn. What are you doing? Okay, Death Curse missed, that's fine. Gem Mage on Rygos, what are you doing? Okay, he remembered. Yeah, Gem Magic only works on the start of the attack phase. Very interesting. Huh. Okay. Okay, so the plan is I need to take out Gren now, but if I take out Gren, I lose my position. Huh. Actually, this could be very interesting. If I move Rygos to the right here, Retellus down here, raise upwards. No. Why would I do that? Let me think here. Let me think for just a second. What do I need to do? Alright. Okay, this is... I gotta think here. What do I want to do? I want to get Gren out of the picture, but is that worth a back attack? And what am I talking about? Yes, it is. Finally, magic! Didn't get back attacked, but that's fine. If I lose Rygos, I think I'm fine. Oh. He's not happy about that. What? What does he have in oh, magic stasis! Ooh. Okay. Well, he's gonna try and take out as many units as he can. Cultist on Tundle. And Rune Master. So, as you see, I didn't really hit the magic number, but fighting in the way that I did, I was able to get in close without ever damaging Red Talus. And that was the main thing that I wanted. Okay, post-game thoughts here. I really am surprised at that Kinder drop. That really saved me. Not having to plan around Kinder, that was intense. That was intense. Grandness, yeah. Just, wow. I figured, yeah, thanks. I figured he was necessary to hit my magic number for this build. You'll hear it in the video, assuming everything worked out. So, finally. Still, the Fallen Kingdom are not an easy faction to play. Cultists, as you saw there, were just so good against Deep Dwarves. But even then, you had to still wonder about positioning and stuff like that. It turned that into basically, oh, you place your walls wrong. If he hadn't actually placed this wall right here, this wall, the one with the, I don't know if you can see my mouse, but the one with 5 wounds on it, If I didn't place that wall there, I would have actually been in trouble. But he didn't. Wow. That was amazing. Alright. Well, hopefully this proves that Fallen Kingdom are actually able to be run. And now that I'm all done with that, I hope this video will get through. Other than that, that's everything for now. This has been the Night Shadow, and I'll catch you on the flip side.